Hello everyone. Welcome again to our Power Strategy series, DRR TFA Power Strategy 6, which is Fibonacci Ratios. Fibonacci ratios are actually a very important tool in the arsenal of any trader or the investor. Let's see some more about them. Most of our universe is actually made by these ratios. Our body, our face, and all the planets follow the Fibonacci ratios. You see, the painting of the Mona Lisa, if you see from its face to her body, it's also following the main Fibonacci ratios. In mathematics, the Fibonacci numbers are the numbers in the following integer sequence called the Fibonacci sequence and characterized by the fact that every number after the first two is the sum of the two preceding ones. Like here, if you see 5, which is the sum of 2 and 3, 8, which is the sum of 3 and 5, 13, which is the sum of 8 and 5, 21, which is the sum of 13 and 8, 34 is the sum of 21 and 13, 55 is the sum of 34 and 21, and so on. But this sequence, it's not all that important. Rather, it's the quotient of the adjacent terms that possesses an amazing proportion, roughly 1.618, or its inverse, 0.618. Let's see, go back to our sequence. And if you see, if you divide 5 by 3, you get 1.618. If you divide 8 by 5, you get 1.618. If you divide 13 by 8, you get 1.618. If you divide 21 by 13, you will get 1.618. So that's the ratio. This particular proportion, it's known by many names, like the golden ratio. When a trader or an investor use this ratio in technical analysis, the golden ratio is typically translated into three different percentages: 38.2%, 50%, and 61.8%. However, more multiples can be used when needed, such as 23.6, 161.8, or 423%, and so on. So basically what these Fibonacci ratios are mainly used for, they actually used for to determine the support and the resistance levels. You can plan your entry, your exit, and stops on the basis of these ratios. You can determine your objectives to plan a trade, whether in a long or a short direction. And basically, you can actually put this into studies as a retracement or the extension. So let's see how we're going to use this for the retracement and the extension in our terminal. So let's straight away go back to our terminal here, Trade Tiger. Here, if we go to the charts, here I'm on the weekly charts of the Tata Motors. So let's see how we're going to apply these Fibonacci retracements or the extensions. So you click on here at the tools and select the retracement line, or you can use the shortcut key Control R to plot the retracement. You have two options. Either you can go from high to low or from low to high. So let's see first from high to low. You click on the highest closing point of the candle and you drag and go to the lowest point of that script and click here. So you will have certain ratios. So the Tata Motors got its peak at 622. From there, it has corrected and it has a minimum of 280. From there, it retraces back and ultimately founds its resistance at 38.2 retracement level, and from that it reverses again. So that's how you can actually go for your targets, because as per this 38.2% retracement level, it's acting as a very good amount of resistance here. So it retraces back, and when it goes back to its original price, then from there it retraces back. It founds some kind of resistance again at 38.2% level, but after a few weeks it breaks that level. So whenever it breaks that level, the immediate target would be the 50% retracement. And if that level also breaks, the immediate target would be the 61.8% level. And then if that breaks, then it can go back to its original 100% retracement. So that's how basically a person can draw the retracement. So this retracement we have seen from high to low. Let's remove all tools and then plot the retracement from low to high. So I go to the tools, click on the retracement. Now I choose the lowest point on this price chart of Tata Motors, and then click on my mouse button 1 and extend it to the highest closing point of the Tata Motors in that interval. So as I click here, you see Tata Motors got a peak at 600, and then from there it retraces. It breaks the 23.6% retracement level, but it got support at 50% retracement level. So that would be actually the targets of your support and resistance. And then from here, it reverses to 23.6% retracement. It tries to break it, but couldn't do it. So then again, it becomes its downward journey. Then again, it finds its support at 50% retracement level. Then it goes to 472. It finds the resistance at 38.2. Then it goes back to the 50% retracement level where it finds the support. And then again, it goes back to 38.2% where it finds the resistance. So that's how, dear friends, you plot your retracement and try to find out the support or the resistance level. And accordingly, you can select your targets for the profits. In Fibonacci trading, trends will actually pause for a bit and retraces before continuing. Fibonacci retracement levels can mark potential turning points in the retracement before any continuation of any particular trend in upward or the downward direction. If you enter into a trade at retracement level, then they can actually offer you a very lower or less risk trades. So we have seen from retracement from high to low and also from low to high. So my friends, you should have this Fibonacci ratios in your arsenal or in your weaponry system to be in the market. And these Fibonacci studies are not intended to provide you the primary indications for timing the entry or exit of a stock. However, they are useful for estimating areas of support and resistance, and many traders and investors uses them in combination of Fibonacci studies to obtain a more accurate forecast. So I hope, friends, you have got a good insight about Fibonacci ratios and how you actually use them to determine your targets or the support and the resistance level. So please free to send us our feedback, and please visit our website and know more about us. I wish you happy trading. but trade with your proper discipline. You need a good attitude towards the market to be successful, and always trade with the stop loss. I'll see you soon with our another power strategy. Till then, take care. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.